Typically, companies will come to YC and ask, how do we start fundraising? And the number one thing we say to them is that if you don't need money, people love to give it to you. So how do you put yourself in the position of not needing money? One, let's not start the company with a $1 million marketing and advertising plan, right? You need money for that. Think about how you can structure your company so all you have to do is pay for the living expenses of your co-founders. That's it. Hopefully your MVP requires so little money to get up and running that you can produce some growth without needing it. The second thing is that people don't quite understand that speed when it comes to fundraising is extremely important. When you have meetings with investors, you want them to be scheduled as tightly as possible, like 1 week, every single introduction meeting you have with an investor. The purpose of this is that, one, it creates buzz around your fundraise. Two, it lines all the investors up. So if one investor wants to take a step forward, you can contact everyone else you just met in the previous week and said, hey, look, we've got someone on hook here. Do you want to come along or not? The biggest mistake we see people make is doing these investment meetings serially. I'll take one this week, I'll take one next week, I'll take one the week after that. Investors move because they have a fear of missing out, FOMO. You're not creating a fear of missing out if you're only talking to them one at a time. The last thing is have growth. Having growth is like the solution to every single problem. The more you're growing, the more investors are going to invest time finding you, as opposed to the other way around. So, you're having problems fundraising. How many people right now are looking to fundraise in this audience? Okay, all right, beautiful. 4 things to think about. 1, are you growing? I should have asked, have you launched? If you have a launch plan that requires fundraising, change it. 2, are you talking to the press? It's investors' jobs when they wake up every morning to find a company to invest in. That's their job. They try to trick you into thinking that their job is to sit at their desk and wait for you to walk in the front door, but that's not their job. So you need to be getting the word out about your company so that they hear about your company from someone else, not just you. 3, build momentum. Make sure you're talking to as many investors at the same time as possible. Sometimes this means cheating. Like oftentimes this means doing stuff like telling the investor you're really busy and you can only meet a month from now. So you can spend a whole month lining up other investors for that week. That's totally fine. That's totally fine. The last thing is that try to focus on people, especially for your first money, people who understand your problem because they've had it or they have it right now. Oftentimes customers and potential customers can be great initial investors, early stage. So operations, super, super fast. The number one problem that companies have is they spend too much money. That's the number one problem they have. So spend less money. Pay yourself less. Get a crappier office. Just suck it up and use less money. This is the number one way you can extend your runway, and it's 100% dependent on you, no one else. The second thing, and I can't tell you how many people do this, look at how much you spend every month. It's very simple. Just go to your bank account, download the spreadsheet that says exactly every line item what you spent, and read it every month. If you're the CEO and you don't know what your expenses are, you're not doing your job. Then figure out how to spend less money. That seems pretty